That's the beauty of this highway. It goes with the earth, with the geology, not trying to work against it or overcome it. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to back to my channel. It is about 7:10 in the morning, and I'm looking at getting a good early start and just again taking my time. I'm riding from La Ciudad in Durango, Mexico to Durango, the city of Durango. And today I'm going to finish up Highway 40. The first half of Highway 40 was absolutely amazing. In fact, Highway 40 is probably one of the best motorcycle roads in the world. It was just absolutely fantastic, and I expect more of the same today. So I'm going to do the second half today and get to Durango, and I just can't wait to get going. So I'm up early. And I'm ready to get going. Okay, well, I pulled out the Mexican map today. I haven't done the map for a while, and I just thought I would, I want to keep updating it now and then. Maybe I don't pull it out every day. The last we talked, I was up here in Blythe, California, and I entered Mexico here at Mexicali. Drove down here to San Felipe, then I continued on and came down here to Puerto Negro. Made my way back, swinging across here to Loreto, and then swung around again down here to La Paz. Then I came around this way down to Cabo, came back up to La Paz, and went a little bit further to catch the ferry. Took the ferry here to Mazatlan, and then from there I really wanted to find Highway 40. Came this way and up here, and made my way to right here at La Ciudad. And I came through the gate here. I'm gonna close that up right now. Alright, so here we go. Gaddy and I are off. Let's see, it's almost quarter to 8 today. Right now as I'm taking off. Getting a little slower start. That's all right. I'm looking directly into the sun, which is not fun. This is not that big of a town, 2,600 people. We're up about close to 8,500 feet of elevation. Back on the road, back on Highway 40. We'll get a view of this morning. It's cold out. It's about 58 degrees. I'm sniffling, as you just heard. I'm gonna go by this guy. Gaddy has heated grips, so I can just, with a flip of a switch, the grips heat up, keep my hands nice and toasty. Just the smell of this place is awesome. It reminds me of the Rocky Mountains, even a little bit of the Black Hills. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's fresh, clean smelling. It's just a joy to ride through. here I should be able to get gas. I got National Guard right here. Hola. You do the 91. Sí. I'm from the United States. United States, South Dakota. South Dakota, that's to the middle and north. Oh, wonderful. Here I finally found a breakfast spot that was open, and I ordered an omelet ranchero, which I'm not 100% sure what's in it, but there's some bacon on top of it. I know there's cheese and other stuff inside. I have some refried beans, some cheese, a slice of avocado, and the long-awaited for coffee. It's amazing. I also have some tortillas here that I'll be eating with this as well. I can't wait to dig in. Okay, gracias. Gracias. Okay, bye-bye. This is an area of the world I'm going to come back to. We are not too far from Durango now. Far back, straight in front of us. Probably can't see it on the GoPros, but there are some huge mountains over there. That would be the Continental Divide. And they are up there. Mexico has some big mountains. Some of the passes are well over 10,000 feet. And southeast of Mexico City, I can't remember the name of the mountain, but it's the third highest mountain in North America, higher than anything in the continental United States by far, by at least 4,000 feet. Well, I was editing this video and I didn't really know how to proceed with it, so I decided I would well, just be very honest with you. My plan was to ride Highway 40 to Durango, and I was going to spend the night there. But once I got to Durango, it was still well before noon, and I was just kind of in this funky mood, and I'm going to tell you why. I learned a couple years ago that I'm autistic, and there's a lot that goes into my autism. A lot of that will be for future conversations. But what I was feeling on the ride was this, I call it an autistic funk. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. I really wasn't sad, but
but I wasn't happy. I mean, I wanted to do something, but I didn't know what to do, or it's almost like you wake up and you don't want to get out of bed. You know you need to, but you just lay there anyway. And that's kind of the mood I was in. Riding Gaddy and got done with Highway 40, and that was awesome. And then it was just kind of this letdown. So I just decided when I was in this autistic funk just to keep riding. And so I pointed my motorcycle towards Guadalajara and took off. But I was way too far from Guadalajara to make it in one day. But I would just see what would happen, because I didn't know what else to do. I was struggling to make any kind of decisions, which is part of my autism. So I just went. And I kept going and kept going and kept going. One of the things about my autism is I don't feel like I belong anywhere or I fit in. And for the last couple days before that, I was struggling to fit in or find a place where I fit in. I certainly don't belong anywhere. That's kind of why I started traveling. I travel because there's no place for me. So I just go, and I do the best I can trying to fit in wherever I go. But when you fit in, basically what you're doing is you're putting on a mask to hide who you really are, and so that everybody will accept you. Well, I was putting on this mask quite a bit lately. Tiring after a while, you become exhausted. So I'm riding Highway 40 and I'm high on that, and that ends, okay? But riding that was kind of exhausting in itself, because I really had to pay attention to the road, even though I'm also paying attention to the scenery. So I was taking a lot in. But then when I got finished with that and I got to Durango, there's kind of this letdown. So I'm in this autistic funk. I'm a little bit tired and exhausted from that trip, but I can't make a decision on what to do. So I pointed my bike towards Guadalajara and just took off. And I kept going and kept going and kept going. I didn't know where to stop because there's no place for me where I belong. There's no place I felt like I could fit in. So I just kept going, kept traveling. And that's what I do. And soon it became apparent that I was gonna make it to Guadalajara. I finally made it to my hostel by 8:30, well after dark. And this is the hostel I was at 2 years ago. So at least I knew where I was going, and that gave me some comfort. And I got in, got situated in my bunk, and just crashed. And I've been here for a couple days now, and still trying to put everything together. But that will all be in my next video after this one. But I ended up covering 610 miles on this trip from La Ciudad to Guadalajara. Far, far, far too long, too many miles to ride on a bike. But because I was in this autistic funk, my autism took over, and I just kept going. And yeah, I got a little bit tired, but I just could not stop. And that's a part of being autistic. When I get onto something, I just cannot stop, and I keep going and going and going with that. So anyway, I ended up making it all the way to Guadalajara, and that's where I am at the end of this video. It was a long trip. It's actually been a couple days now that I've been here, and it's taken me this long to process everything and kind of realize what's happening to me. But I am excited to be in Guadalajara. It's really good to be here. This was a city I was at 2 years ago, exactly at this time, in this same hostel, in the same bed. And so that gives me a lot of comfort. But Guadalajara is they say the most Mexican city of all the Mexican towns. Well, I'm going to close this video now. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe, because that's going to really help me out, is to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And let me know in the comments what you liked about this video. And I'll see you next time.